everyone, and welcome into Madison Central High School for tonight's first WBON TV basketball game of the 2022-23 season. And like has become tradition here, Dawson, for us, it's the same two schools almost every single year when we tip off our high school basketball coverage. It's Madison Central and Berea on the girls' side. And last couple of years, this has been a fun game. And Dawson, as we get ready to begin the basketball season, our coverage, as always, presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair right here in Richmond on North Estill Avenue. And we are live here on the Whitaker Bank pregame show. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky. In Madison County, nobody has more locations than Whitaker Bank. You can visit whitakerbank.com to learn how Whitaker Bank can serve you. Dawson here, it's Madison Central and Berea, and we're so excited for this year's basketball season. We know we've got a lot of good individual, talented players, good coaches in the area, but for the first time in a couple of years, no COVID restrictions.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, last year we kind of made our way out of that, but this year we are officially all out.
No mask.
Everybody, no mask. Now, listen, if you are somebody, there are a couple people still here tonight wearing masks, and that's understandable. I understand why you'd want to wear a mask, but it's not, I guess,
mandated
anymore. There you go. That's the right word I was looking for. Now, let's talk about some basketball. Dawson Rule, Michael Watkins here with you. Again, it's the Whitaker Bank pregame show. We're so excited to be with you here, folks, for some girls high school basketball action. And we've got some really good teams in the area. Last night during our Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, we broke down some of the teams and some of the players in the area. I was wrong on one of those. I thought Chesney Lovins was still at Berea, and she was till last week. Talked to Damian Stepp last night about it. When I first spoke to Coach Stepp, Chesney was still a part of the program. Now, our buddy Nathan did have that already out there. So he had said that she had transferred over to Madison Southern, which, as of right now, she isn't eligible to play. But should she become eligible, that is a big added addition to a Madison Southern basketball team that just lost Reese Estep. You basically plug in Chesney Lovins into her role. But here tonight, a Berea team that had some question marks coming in, now even more question marks about who is going to be the player to put the ball in the basket.
Well, Berea, looking at their roster right now, you can say they have a young team, but half the roster is juniors. The problem is when you take away those juniors, they don't have any seniors.
Yeah.
They have a lot of freshmen and a lot of middle schoolers, a couple 7th and 8th graders on the team. And the same can be said for Madison Central. You know, a couple seniors in there, but a lot of sophomores, a couple freshmen are going to be playing, and some juniors. So a lot of these teams are going to be having these rosters for the next couple years at least.
The thing with Madison Central and Berea, you talked about the youth and the experience. There's differences in being a young basketball team and an inexperienced basketball team. We're seeing that on the floor tonight. This Berea team, yes, they're young, but they're also inexperienced. Only a couple of these players that we're going to see tonight have had experience of being out there and playing key minutes. On the other side for Madison Central, yes, they are young, but they have been kind of building toward this year, and a lot of their players who are young have had playing time in the last couple of seasons. You look at Brittany Campbell, Brooke Campbell, you look at Bailey Hensley, Natea Schrader. They have a lot of players that are going to see the floor tonight that have already saw action during their young careers. Not really the case for a young Berea Lady Pirates team. Last night, Dawson, we talked about Lovins being the only senior for Berea. Now that she's gone, again, you said it, no seniors out there. The player to watch out for are going to be Maddie King, who was big time last year, and over the last few seasons, she's been the go-to player for them off the bench, could come in, put up some points in a hurry, can shoot the basketball very well. She is going to be our Star Watch tonight, which is brought to you by Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and our Star Watch tonight brought to you by Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance here in Richmond. So it's Maddie King for Berea, and it's Bailey Hensley for Madison Central. Bailey, over the last few years, you and I have seen her really kind of grow into her own. Hensley, the kind of player that can take over a game. She can score, she can shoot, she can handle the basketball, she can rebound. A do-it-all player for Coach Scott True in his first year.
Well, I'm looking at the stats of the first two preseason games for the Lady Indians. Hugh Davis brought that up to us. Thank you, Hugh. And it looks like she was leading the team in scoring. Not a surprise. She had 27 in the two games. The next leading scorer was Brooke Campbell, one of the Campbell sisters. So they're going to be good, too, and they're only sophomores. They're really young. So like you were saying, a lot of talent that's going to be here for a couple years and has already played for Central.
It's Madison Central and Berea. We're here live on the Whitaker Bank pregame show. Dawson and I up here in the Gateway Cycles broadcast booth. Welcome you in here to the Gateway Cycles broadcast booth. Gateway Cycles is located over in Mount Sterling. When it's time to choose your next ride, visit gatewaycycles.com. Dawson, a busy week for high school basketball fans, a busy week for us. Had 3 games in the area last night. One on the road for the Madison Central boys, who were ranked number 6 in the preseason. They lost on the road to Pulaski County. An interesting score there, 71-70. You know, we know that Madison Central are going to kind of go through some growing pains as they kind of learn how to integrate the football players who, went through that long football season.
Had a week.
Had basically a week to get back out there. So Jaden West, Parker Mullins, Elijah Steele, Hagan Harrison have been practicing with the team in the morning. But for those football players, give them about maybe 5-6 games to get their legs under them, to get in basketball shape, and we'll really start to see how good Madison Central is. Maybe by that Madison Southern game on December 16th, we'll know how good that team really is. And same for Madison Southern, who's in action tonight in their first game. Now, Berea lost last night at home to Southwestern, but an impressive play by the Pirates. They fell down behind early, but still battled throughout the entire game and never laid down against a pretty good Southwestern team.
Well, I'm excited to see the boys action get going here soon. Obviously, we're doing girls only this week with the Christmas parade on Friday. But from what the Central game, I did watch a little bit of that last night. I just noticed some of the guys were hitting shots. Usually, when you see them take that shot, Hagan or Jaden's going to hit that layup. They just miss those shots. So I'm not worried about local teams, especially with a lot of football guys. Southern has some guys like that. So I wouldn't be too worried if both those teams drop some early games.
On the girls' side last night, Madison Southern picked up a nice win, and was impressive to see how good they played at home. Hadley French
comeback,
is going to be an important player for them, the freshman, but they've got some players that a lot of folks are excited about. Marbley had 16-10 last night, doing good big brother impression for her brother Trent. Was a good player for Southern back in the day 2 years ago. Tore his ACL his senior season, but he was a really good player. Would have liked to have seen Trent had one of those COVID years, had an extra year to play.
That's the one good thing about COVID years. A lot of these athletes, we're getting to see them one more year, so we can kind of bond with them a little bit better.
We're here live tonight, Madison Central and Berea. We'll step aside for our first commercial break, and we'll come back here live at Madison Central High School on WBON TV. All right, back here live on WBON TV. Dawson Rule, Michael Watkins here with you. And Dawson, we're about 22 minutes away from the tip-off here in this ball game between the Madison Central Lady Indians and the Berea Lady Pirates. Again, should be a good basketball game. We're expecting some good things from these two teams. And we do want to say a special thank you to all of our great sponsors who have been with us since the start of football season. We had some folks that came on and did some special game sponsorships with us. But for the most part, we have had a lot of folks be with us since the start of football season. Look over at Bishop Small Engine Repair, CT Diesel Performance. We'll crown our CT Diesel Performance of the game at the end of this one tonight. Galaxy Bowling Center. We talked about Jerry Goebel, State Farm Insurance already. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy. Berea Urgent Care. Kentucky Farm Bureau Agents Raider, Mayo, and Hornsby. Bluegrass Marble and Granite. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Gateway Cycles. Chenault Vineyards. Citizens Guarantee Bank, which is now CG Bank.
CG, yeah.
Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, Batteries Unlimited, Fayette County Corrections, Madison HVAC, and Nuevo Vallarta, Whitaker Bank, Berea Ace Hardware, Madison County EMA CSEP, and Lee's Famous Recipe of Berea.
You know, Michael, those sponsors are great. There's a lot of them, but it's a good thing to have a lot of them. You want to be supported locally, that we can put these things in the air. And I just want to say to these sponsors, you know, you guys rule. And, Michael, you rule too.
Listen at you. Don't be nice to me, man. Hey, but I tell you what, it is Christmas right around the corner. If you want to give me a Christmas present, I wouldn't mind that.
Can I get you a crown?
I wouldn't look. Man, it messed my hair up. A crown would mess my hair up.
I'll mess mine worse. I couldn't do that.
We do appreciate you joining us here, Dawson. You know, we've got Maddie King coming out leading the way for the Berea Pirates, and expecting big things from Maddie. You know, she's been kind of waiting her opportunity. This Berea team last year, Dawson, you know, they had so many seniors, and you know, it was kind of sad to see the way their season ended.
Yeah, it was rough.
Because they were building toward that year with Maddie Stepp and, you know, the twins on last year's team. They had Isis Rogers, who went on to play college basketball. They had a lot of individual talented players that had played together for so long. You know, they won all those 11th Region All-A Classic championship games, but just could never you know, get it really going last year. And once the injury happened in that Madison Southern game, they were never really able to regroup and get things going again.
Well, they were kind of my unfeatured pick, I guess you could say, to win the district and make a run in the 11th Region girls. Maybe, you know, compete with Franklin County because they're kind of king in women's. But it was just a tough end. And, you know, Berea for a couple years had been really good.
Yeah.
So it's like, I hope that they don't take too far of a step back with this team. And maybe they can get back to, I don't want to say running the district, but I could say Southern, they're the team to beat now. Berea, I thought they would be the team to beat.
Yeah,
though.
well, I think last year coming into the season, Berea was everybody's favorite pick with Madison Howe and her sister. Then you talked about Isis Rogers, Abigail Beard. You know, we had Maddie Stepp, talked about her, Alexis Newman, the shooter who's here tonight, saw her over there. So they had a lot of different pieces that they were depending on last year at different times. But now all those players are gone, and then you throw in the fact that Lovins, who was the second leading scorer on the team last year, she was going to be depended upon heavily to score the basketball. Now you lose 9 points a game.
Big loss.
You know,
yeah.
And Chesney could have probably averaged, I'm not kidding you, 17, 18 points a game for this team. She would have been the go-to scorer, and her leaving, you know, just last week now opens up a question. Okay, that's a quick turnaround for some of these players that we're going to come off the bench now. One of those players has to step into a starting role. A lot of questions to be answered early on in the season for Coach Damian Stepp.
It could help, though, getting these younger players out there that may have not played or may have had a position taken away from you. You know, you never know why a player leaves. Maybe she just wanted to be with some other friends or something. But now you've got some of these younger players that can come in. And it's a last-minute thing. That's the worst part. It was done so late. You play the whole offseason, and you're practicing with the team, and the last minute you leave. So that does put Berea Lady Pirates in a little bit of a hole. But, you know, they're a good coach team. Stepp will figure it out.
Yeah, Damian Stepp's been around the block a time or two. He's got a really good team, and he's got a good history with this program. He has helped build something here. You know, for a long time, you saw Berea on the schedule, then you were like, okay, that might be a victory. It hasn't been that way since Damian Stepp has been there. They've been building towards something, and now, again, we talked about it before. When you are at one of those smaller schools, like a Model or like a Berea or like the school I went to, Jackson City up in Breathitt County, when you're at those smaller schools, it's really hard to consistently compete. Now, you might have a class like we saw last year with Berea or even at Model that's really good, that, you know, can rack up a lot of wins, you know, get the fan base involved, get some excitement back around the program. But once that class moves on, then it's kind of like a rebuild mode type thing. Berea has some good players. We'll see if they can kind of skip past that rebuild mode and continue to be a successful program. We now have a chance to take another commercial break here on the Whitaker Bank pregame show. Lots more to get to here when we come back on WBON TV.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cokedeck, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 Northwest Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see you.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking to fill several positions now. The pay is great along with a long list of benefits and incentives, but the relationships created on the job are one thing that can't be taken for granted.
It allowed me to kind of gather in that family feel, the feel of camaraderie along with my fellow officers, and to get to know people as to see them flourish in their career, and to be an opportunity to try to help them along the way to share my experiences.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
Whether you're in the market for a brand new Chevrolet, you're looking for a pre-owned quality vehicle, or your family car is in need of service by our GM certified technician, Jack Burford has what you need. Come to Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond for all of your automotive needs. Family owned and operated since 1964, Jack Burford Chevrolet is your hometown Chevrolet dealership. Check us out at jackburford.com or come in and see us today. We are located on the EKU bypass across the street from Walmart.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Do you have dripping registers like this? Drywall issues like this? High humidity can cause a very uncomfortable and sometimes damaging environment. It doesn't matter the age of your system. Improper installation and sizing are the failure. Here at Madison HVAC, we look at your home as a complete system, not just the pieces of equipment attached to your house. Give us a call today at 859-625-1471 so we can provide your solution. And remember, we fix that too.
We're back here on WBON TV and the Whitaker Bank pregame show. Dawson Rule, Michael Watkins here with you. Dawson, exciting week here for folks in Madison County in Richmond. You know, we got basketball starting up Friday night. We got the Richmond Christmas Parade. We got the Berea Christmas Parade coming up on Saturday. Excited to be a part of that this year, taking over that stream. You know, for so long, we kind of watched the Christmas Parade. It just doesn't, I think it'll look so much better this year, you know, with us taking it over and doing more with it than what's been done in years past, and making it a bigger deal with the parade itself, putting it on HD TV over the air. People can watch, you know, pretty much anywhere they want to this year and have it on their big screen at home. I think that's going to be an added value to this year's Christmas Parade. Looking forward to being part of that on Friday night. Our coverage will begin at 6:30 for the Christmas Parade Friday night, and then the parade itself, the coverage will begin at 7 o'clock from downtown with Kelly and Samantha. Samantha should be here tonight. She'll talk to both head coaches at halftime, and you know, I think Coach Gautreau very excited about his program this year. And I think if you're Madison Central this season, it really could go one of two ways. It could be the year we all think it could be, or Dawson again. With some of the things that we have seen from this team in the past, at times they can kind of get lackadaisical turnovers. Again, the youth has been a problem in years past. Are they ready to take the next step? Coach Drew taking over this program, taking over the reins, and trying to move them in the right direction. And I'll tell you what, it's so good to see Bailey Vanover down there on the sideline. First of all, that jacket, very festive.
I like it. Red.
Little Christmas jacket on, but it's also red for Madison Central. And I think that is a tremendous addition. Don't be surprised if someday that young lady is not the head coach of this program.
From being the GOAT on her team, you could say. I remember she graduated with me, so there was a lot of good women's basketball teams with her, and especially individual performances. And now she's finally back after playing at Berea, can climb up the ranks and learn from a good head coach in Scott True, who's been around the block a little bit, different schools, won games. And so now his first official game at Central, let's see if he gets a new culture going for the Lady Indians.
She was a really good basketball player and soccer and everything else over at Berea College as well. Had a tremendous college career and now becomes an assistant coach here under Scott True. Appreciate you joining us here on the Whitaker Bank pregame show. Injury report brought to you by Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy. Get yourself back in the game with help from Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy. Visit osptky.com to find out more about what OSPTKY, that's Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy, can do for you. Dawson, you look at the program, Madison Central, again, they've had some maneuvering at the coaching position. Brad Lovely started the year last year. He stepped down on, I think it was day one of the new year, 2022. He stepped down, and then Robbie Cooksey takes over. Cooksey kind of battled, do I want to take this job on full-time or do I want to keep my AD position? He has now turned the reins over to Scott True, a really good head coach, been on the staff at Franklin County for the last few years, so he's been around winning, obviously, both as a head coach and as an assistant coach. And I think he'll be good for this program to kind of move it in the right direction and move it in the direction they want to go in.
Well, I think it was a good move by Cooksey to keep the AD job. He's got a good job doing that, and he had coached Central girls in the past, so he wanted to get a new coach in here to build a new winning tradition. They've struggled in the past couple years. They've competed, but they want to win district and region, and they're not going to do that unless they hire someone new, flashy, to get a new program culture going. So, first of all, that was a good move by Cooksey and Scott True. I didn't realize that he was from Franklin County. I heard he had been Lexington Catholic, but Franklin County, they run the region pretty much, 11th region in girls basketball. So, exciting new times for Madison Central women's basketball, and like we said, a lot of young talent to go with a good coach. Maybe we could see a special year, and they're playing for their coach Chad Tate.
Yeah,
could be like a memorial season for him. We're going to win for him. It could be something like that.
Yeah, again, the Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy injury report. No injuries to report tonight. Excited about that as we get the season started with a healthy squad on both sides of the floor. Here on the Whitaker Bank pregame show, lots more to get to. We'll give you those Jack Burford Chevrolet keys to the game when we come back. Another 3-minute commercial break here live on WBON TV.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Chenault Vineyards has become a premier destination in Richmond for family and friends looking for fun and entertainment. The vineyard sits on 500 acres with breathtaking views and several different things for you to enjoy while you're there. Live music, tastings, tours, a walking trail, or maybe you'd like to host your own event at the vineyard. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to check out the complete list of upcoming events. Like them on Facebook to stay informed, or like Chenault Vineyards on Instagram.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Looking for some fun this fall? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Bar and Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill. Your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
It's the common thread that ties us together, making life better for everyone. At CVNB, that means better banking, better accounts and lending, better experiences, better schools and better communities. Better. It's what ties us together. CVNB. Bank better.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust. Jimbo! Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
We're back here on WBON TV in the Whitaker Bank pregame show. Time now for the Jack Burford Chevrolet keys to the game. Dawson Rowe and Michael Watkins here with you. Dawson, I think the keys tonight, pretty simple for both of these two teams. For Berea, you got to find someone to get going offensively. I think it's got to be Maddie King for the most part. Her and Abigail Beer are going to be kind of that 1-2 punch now for this team with Lovins gone. Look for King to try to step up and take that scoring role. I think that is going to be key for Berea tonight, is getting Maddie King going. She's going to have to, I think, get 18 to 24, somewhere through there on the points total if they want to have a shot at going 1-0 to start the season. On the other side, for the Madison Central Lady Indians, Dawson, taking care of the basketball is going to be key for this team. We've seen it be an issue in years past. If they want to get to where they want to go, and if they want to start 1-0 tonight, taking care of the basketball is going to be key for again, an experienced but still a young Madison Central girls basketball team. Those are your Jack Burford Chevrolet keys to the game.
Well, Central will need their young players who have experience to play well, but Berea needs to win the battle at the guard position. I think if their guards can play good, which I think that's where their best players are, they'll have a chance in this ball game.
Yeah, you look at Abigail Beers. She has been known to be like a lockdown defender. Really good on that side of the floor. If Berea decides to go man-to-man, they want to play some matchup, look for Beer to maybe take the matchup of Bailey Hensley and try to lock her down. You know, Bailey normally really good at getting her points no matter who the defender is. We'll see if that is the case here tonight as the Lady Indians get set to open up the season at home against the Lady Pirates of Berea. Michael Watkins, Dawson Rule here with you. And Dawson, tell you what, man, my sinuses have been absolutely killing me over the last, really the last month or so. I felt like we were getting ready to turn into that colder weather. Now we're back up in the 50s and 60s. Man, we can't make up its mind on how warm it wants to be or how cool it wants to be. Right now, 59 degrees in Richmond.
I won't complain.
It's going to be warm on Friday night, too, for the downtown Christmas parade.
Yeah.
But eventually it will turn cold. It may be another month or two, but eventually the colder weather will be here. And when it does, you want to make sure our friends Madison HVAC are on the line, ready to talk to you. Like them on Facebook right now and stay up to date with some of their tips they have throughout the year on how to keep your heating and cooling system ready to battle those weather changes that we see constantly here in Kentucky. It's Madison HVAC. You can visit them online at madisonhvacr.com to learn more.
You know, the weather might change, but one thing stays constant. We're the best, Michael. You know it.
I don't know about that, man.
Yeah.
Listen at you.
I just like to talk some game, you know, but I'm ready for the basketball game to get started. I've been waiting on stinking high school basketball to start for months. Let's go.
The question of who is the best might be answered, pretty early on in the season as far as the district goes. You know, model rebuilding over there. A lot of young players for Scotty Sutton now stepping into that job as the head coach of the Lady Patriots. So it really is kind of a three-team race, I feel like. Berea facing Madison Central tonight, and then in about 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, December 15th, we'll see Madison Central and Madison Southern play. So some early season test for these teams. We're excited to get the season started here. It's 1 minute basically till the start of the game. The tip-off here going to be brought to you by our friends over at Galaxy Bowling Center. Should be an entertaining basketball game, and if you're looking for entertainment for the whole family, how about Galaxy Bowling Center? You got the bowling alley there, the arcade, great food, and so much more at Galaxy Bowling Center in Richmond. Like them on Facebook to learn more as well.
What's the best game you've ever bowled?
Maybe 180.
I don't think I've ever bowled over 120. One time I went to the bowling league with Kentucky Sports Radio and played with Ryan Lemon. I bowled an 80, and they made fun of me for it the next day.
So
on the
you
radio.
never got invited back?
Yeah, I never got invited back ever. I think I see why. It was terrible. 80-something points.
I don't know if I would admit that on the air, man. I got video evidence now of you saying you got 80.
Well, yeah, it was already admitted once to thousands of people, so might as well just get it out here and get off my chest.
To the hundreds watching here,
yeah.
I got you.
Good times here in Richmond.
Samantha's here with us. She'll be talking to the two head coaches at halftime, getting their halftime thoughts. And it's now time for the starting lineups here at Madison Central High School and Allen Feldhouse Junior Court here at Tomahawk Valley. Bart Nicholson, your PA announcer. We'll see if we can pick up Bart here on our mic.
Good old Bart.
Kentucky High School girls basketball in the bluegrass. Tonight, the Lady Indians kick off their 2022-2023 season. And we would like to welcome in the visiting Lady Pirates of Berea Community High School as they come into the house to take on your Madison Central Lady Indians. And now, let's meet the Richmond Car and Truck Center starting lineups. First for the visiting Lady Pirates of Berea Community High School. Starting at guard, a 5'1" junior, number 5, Maddie King. Starting at guard, a 5'7" junior, number 10, Abigail Beard. Starting at guard, a 5'6" junior, number 22, Mandy Newman. Starting at forward, a 6' junior, number 24, Lauren Stepp. Starting at forward, a 5'7" junior, number 32, Sophie Brewer. The Lady Pirates are coached by Jenny Beard, Wesley Brewer, Sean Limble, Ronnie Terrell, and head coach Daniel Stepp. And now let's meet the Madison Central Lady Indians starters. Starting at guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 11, Brittany Harrington. Starting at forward, a 5'7.5" sophomore, number 15, Brooke Campbell. Starting at forward, a 5'7" junior, number 5, Ian Hard. Starting at guard, a 5'8" senior, number 24, Chloe Freeman. And starting at forward, a 5'10" junior, number 42, Bailey Hensley.
And that's your starting lineups for the Lady Indians and the Lady Pirates here on WBON TV. Dawson Rule, Michael Watkins here with you. And Dawson, Lady Pirates will be in the black road uniforms under Damian Stepp, the head coach once again for the Lady Pirates. And for Madison Central, they'll be in the white home uniforms, white shorts, red numbers outlined in blue, and those blue letters outlined in red for Coach Scott True's team, his first year at the helm at Madison Central High School.
Lots of young talent out there on both these teams. Let's see who's going to get the most baskets tonight, though, out of those young girls.
Starters for Madison Central, you see it out there. We'll have Hensley, and then some spacing out there with Carter. Number 24 is Freeman and the Campbell twins. On the other side, Abigail Beard and Maddie King, along with number 24, Lauren Stepp. And number 22 is going to be Mandy Newman
and Sophie
Brewer. So Berea has a little bit of a size advantage. Madison Central more of an athleticism and a length advantage as the tip-off controlled by the Lady Pirates, and they'll get the opening tip-off and the first possession of the 2022-23 season on WBON TV.
Here we go. Been waiting on basketball quite a while.
Brewer's had some minutes throughout her career, kind of coming in sparingly at times, but she's played well at times in her career for Coach Damian Stepp. Ball knocked away from King. Carter all over her defensively. Maddie can shoot it from there. You got to make sure you keep a arm's length from Maddie King when she comes across the timeline. Here's Brewer looking for a backdoor cut.
Good defense.
Stepp at the free throw line. In trouble now. Freeman takes the match up with Newman. Newman driving right. Freeman right there on it. A little crossover action. Now kick it back out to King. Good defense on the opening possession for Madison Central. Brewer steps into a jumper, but it's short. And Bailey Hensley grabs her first rebound of the season, and she'll come up the floor with it for the Lady Indians.
Yeah, Berea couldn't get much going. There was a lot of face guarding by the Lady Indians.
Here's Campbell. Brittany kicks it over to Carter. Swings in the corner to Brooke. Brooke going to drive, find Freeman, and we've got a whistle and a travel violation. Now, Brooke last year didn't see as much playing time as her sister, but when she got in, she played well on both ends. A young lady that can space the floor and play really good defense as well.
It's going to take me a while to get the two of them differentiated. I always struggle with twins, but I'll get them down.
Well, just call them Campbell. You can't go wrong.
The Campbell, because they're both good.
Feet inside.
Oh, that's a good pass. Just
good backdoor cut. Now Brewer able to come to it in the corner. The ball tipped away and out of bounds.
See if they got some plays here on the inbounds.
Brewer comes in to King. Again, got to keep an eye on her. Maddie can space the floor from that volleyball line. She's got it here guarded by Carter. Kick it out to Beard. Abigail hands it off to Newman. A little switching defense. Madison Central switching everything once the ball is kind of handed off. Over to Beard. Working on Campbell again. Beard backing her way in. In trouble in the paint. Got to get it out.
Get it off, yeah.
Finds Brewer, who drives, hangs, misses, and the rebound to Hensley again.
Hensley's pushing the pace. Let's see if she can find an open teammate.
Bailey slows it down, finds
Good
Campbell.
look.
Open for three. Got it to go. The first points of the season on WBON TV. Knocked down by Campbell for three. And that's one thing that Brittany much more confident in this year is her shot.
Yeah, she, during the preseason game, had only 5 points, so looking to score more maybe this year.
Pass kicked out, and we've got a whistle and a 3-second violation.
Good high-intensity start to this game so far from both teams. Berea working on the offense, trying to get it in a little bit. There's a lot of good defense on both sides so far.
Comes the ball off the floor with Campbell. She'll kick it over to Carter. Left side, Strader just checked in the game. Tried to feed it into Hensley. Ball was kicked. Dawson, that's one thing that Madison Central's got. They've got some depth this year, and Strader can come in and she can play really any one of 3 or 4 different spots on the floor. And she, just like Abigail Beard for Berea, can guard many different people out there as well. Here's a foul inside.
Looks like they're trying to feed it in there, and we'll see if one of these teams gets in foul trouble or not. Last night during the Central game when I was watching it, both teams had about 10 fouls, so they were getting a lot. We'll see if that's the same on the women's side tonight with Berea and Madison Central.
Campbell comes in straighter, deep left corner. Pump fakes, drives, hangs, fouled, and she'll shoot a pair of free throws. As Strader will draw the foul and step up to the free throw line. Dawson, you can tell right now Berea, as we said they would, struggling without Chesney Lovins, who again would be that go-to scorer. She's not out there anymore after transferring over to Madison Southern, and she still looking for Berea is still looking for someone to kind of step up and take over the reins of this offense. Right now, nobody doing so, and that's why they have yet to score nearly 3 minutes into the season.
I wonder why a player, it could be any reason, that late would leave, especially when you know you're going to be a team leader. But for whatever reason, Berea is going to struggle for that.
Well, Lovins, I had heard some rumblings last year she might be transferring over to Madison Southern. But again, when I talked to Coach Stepp a couple of weeks ago, everything was good. She was still in-house, not till late last week. I think it was Wednesday before Thanksgiving that she transferred over to Madison Southern. Hensley makes the first free throw after an offensive rebound and then drawing the foul.
Quick start. Berea will need to get on the scoreboard here soon, see if they can get some plays drawn up.
Hensley 2 for 2 at the line to get her season started. A pair of free throws to make it 6-0. Madison Central 3 of 4 at the line early on. Newman working against the man-to-man pressure defense of Freeman. Up the right sideline she goes. Newman behind the back dribble. Nice little move there. Trying to get around Freeman. There's a reach-in foul.
Sometimes when you play close up like that, you're going to get a reach-in every once in a while.
Chloe, one of only 2 seniors on this team, her and Eve Carter. And Freeman struggled with some injury problems over the last couple of years. Glad to see her back out there. Someone that can shoot the ball very well for Scott True. Will come in the backcourt to King. Maddie dribbles right. Looking around. Taking her time and nearly turned over.
It could turn into points.
Yeah, it is a turnover. They got it over to Brewer. King tried to cut back door. They couldn't get it to her. Turnover back to Madison Central, looking to extend a 6-0 lead here early on, almost halfway through the opening quarter. Freeman
good look
open
right there.
for 3.
Yeah, bottom.
Gonna roll in for Freeman deep. And the three-pointer is good. 9-0 now, Madison Central. Strader forces a deflection. Beard able to get it back. Again, pressure up the floor. Campbell all over her defensively. Handoff goes to Brewer, and she traveled with it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they may have gotten a little nervous with that constant pressure defense. That's tough to break, especially when it's a press.
Turnover. We'll give it back over to Madison Central. We see Tiana Long and number 22 Metcalf checking into the ball game. Tiana Long, the best athlete in her family by far, Dawson.
Oh, I don't know about that. You should have faced left when you said that. Not right.
Her brother KJ, our producer tonight, he's on the production for us. As Strader has it for Madison Central. Kicks it inside Hensley. Bailey, good defense there by King. Got in there. Carter can't put it in. And here comes Berea up the floor with Maddie King. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here and try to get some confidence going early on in this quarter.
Well, you got to stop the 9-0 bleeding here early in the first quarter. It's not out of hand, but it can if they get a couple more baskets.
Beard, Long right there on her. Abigail puts a move, now backs it up. King, top of the key. Had a little bit of a
hesitation
crease. Didn't shoot it. Beard finds herself open and puts it in. Nice move by Beard. Good defense by Long, but the basket is good. And it's 9-2 Madison Central. As Strader will bring it up the floor.
Maybe they try and get it in the paint a little bit more and make a move down there to cut into the lead.
Kick out Metcalf. She'll drive. Olivia.
A little
shot it too hard. Got her own rebound. Kicked out Schrader for 3. And a jump ball is called with Hensley and Beard underneath. You know, Dawson, I was thinking early on in this game, I would think Berea, the game plan I think is good for Damien Stepp. You want to force somebody else from Madison Central to put the ball in the basket, try to force them to shoot by going with this 2-3 zone. But right now, the shots are falling. 2 3-pointers already down for Madison Central. A 3 by Freeman and a 3 by Campbell. Both of them out of the game right now as here comes Newman up the floor.
That's the problem with zone sometimes. When you start playing that, and you go away from man-to-man, you can give away some shots.
Metcalf tried to sneak in for a foul, and for a steal. She's whistled for a foul. (9-2), 2:48 to play in the first quarter. They'll come in the backcourt to King. Maddie looking right. Taking her time, being patient with it. Beard cuts up top. Abigail had an open shot, didn't take it, instead finds Brewer. Sophie working on Metcalf, hands it off to Beard, who drives in strong, hangs, couldn't finish. Ball tipped out by Beard. It'll go out of bounds and back over to Madison Central.
That one didn't fall, but that was a good play. Drive it in and get a little teardrop floater. Just didn't go in that time.
Now Campbell, who's back in, along with number 20. That's Emma Kate Lawson, former Model Lady Patriots in the game right now. They try to get it into her, and she couldn't handle the pass, knocked away, and here come the Lady Pirates, down by 7 early on.
Yeah, a lot of early lineup changes for Central. I just now noticed that. There's a lot of different players that have been in so far.
And Beard trying to feed Step underneath, overthrew it, out of bounds, and back over to the Lady Indians. Some sloppy play from both sides. Turnover's the issue for Berea. That was going to be the key for Madison Central, not turning the ball over. It's been the other way thus far.
Yeah, that's a little bit of insult to injury right there. But they gambled right there. But they had a good. They're going to have a good chance in this game. They just have to compete and hang around. They can't let the score get too lopsided.
Long misses the 3, overshot, and here comes Maddie King up the floor with it. King going to drive out to Brewer. Had an open shot, doesn't take it. Working on Metcalf. Metcalf in the corner to Step. Now over to Newman. Newman gets a screen and a bumping foul on Long as Newman drove right into her. The whistle is blown and another foul called against Madison Central. It's the 3rd team foul, or make it the 4th team foul now against Madison Central.
Great to see so many familiar faces in the gym tonight.
King's got it for Berea. Bounce feed over to Brewer. Sophie looking over to Step. A little flex offense here by Berea, and they turn it over once again. Just trying to force it inside and straighter the other way.
Coast to coast.
Lost her handle, out to Campbell. And she'll swing it over to Long. Kicked out Metcalf, 3. Too hard. Chases down her own rebound, drives in too hard, and the rebound to Abigail Beard.
Good tough rebounding so far for Berea. That's one thing they've done halfway decent. They've given up a couple offensive boards, but when they're fighting for their defensive rebounds.
Beard over to King. Nice screen by Brewer. She gets Beard open in the corner. Beard on the drive. Dishes it over to Step. Lefty's shot is up. Lifted short. And Campbell with a rebound. Long outlet pass to Lawson. Emma had to chase it down. And she threw it away.
You know, we'll see a lot of silly turnovers in this first game, but, you know, like on the guy side and the girl side, you expect that for any team in the first couple games.
Yeah, well, everybody will kind of settle down. These coaches will figure out their rotations, but, yeah, right now, a little bit of a struggle from these teams. They try to navigate through this opening quarter. We got 15 seconds left. King has got it. Bounce pass over to Brewer. Getting a little flex offense for Berea. Step. Looking. In trouble. 5 seconds. They got to get a shot off. Instead, they won't. They'll throw it away. Another turnover for Berea. It's been the issue here in the opening frame as they trail 9-2 and 2.8 to play in this first quarter.
See if Brittany gets a shot off here. She will.
Half court heave.
Get in there.
Almost put that one in as the first quarter comes to an end. 9-2 Madison Central after 1 here as they take on the Lady Pirates of Berea. We'll come back in 1 minute live on WBON TV.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Back here on WBON TV. Dawson first quarter score is 9-2. A low-scoring opening period. Madison Central jumped out to that 9-2 lead, and turnovers really affecting the Lady Pirates at this point.
Yeah, they're still hanging around. The score is only 7 points, so that's never too much, but it can get away with you when Central starts hitting more of their shots. So as Berea, you've got to start drawing up some plays, feeding it in, and you can't keep passing up the open looks. They've passed up a couple open shots. In a game like this, you got to gamble and take those open looks because you're not always going to get them.
Lady Indians will start this quarter with their starting 5, as will Berea. Lady Pirates have yet to make a substitution thus far. Madison Central with a 9-2 lead as the second quarter begins here on WBON TV. Campbell's got it across the floor. She goes to her sister Brooke. Carter to Freeman. Chloe will kick it over to Campbell. Try to run a little screen in a row. Good job by King to cut off the screen. Passed over to Carter, now down low. Hensley. Bailey working her way in and puts up the shot. Great job by Hensley to get to the spot, use her patience, and put that shot up and in.
Yeah, she's tough down low, especially on the block. Really hard to guard.
11-2 your score. Here's Beard guarded by Campbell. That's Brittany on the defense. King on the right wing with it to go up top to step. Let's see if Maddie King starts to be more aggressive. She's got to look for her shot more, I believe, in this second quarter. Another turnover by Step. Passed up to Hensley. Bailey traveled with it, and another turnover the other way as Madison Central gives it back now.
Yeah, Berea's got to get King and Beard and company going. 2 points is not going to cut it so far, but I think they can. They just got to get better shots off.
King passes it over to Brewer as they work against the defense of Madison Central. A man-to-man defense. Bailey Hensley calling out the screens. King going to work on Carter. Maddie crosses over, gets in the lane, feed out to Step, now out to Newman.
Someone's got to take the shot.
Brewer drives, back out to Step. King, as Coach Damian Step yelling at his girls to shoot the ball.
Yeah, that's why. There you go.
Open, left wing 3, had it blocked, and here comes Brittany Campbell on the loose ball. The other way, Campbell on the attack, too hard, and Abigail Beard and Hensley once again battling for the loose ball. The jump ball possession arrow over to the Lady Pirates. Second time those two have kind of gotten a little scuffle. Well, not really a scuffle, but a little scrum underneath, if you will.
Hey, fighting for the ball. Both teams love it, so you like to see that too. Just don't get too out of hand.
Beard's got it for Berea. She'll cross over in front of Campbell.
Man, that defense is tough. You got to get it across half court.
Got to get it going. Beard does just in time.
All
Abigail
the way.
driving, drawing a foul, and free throws coming up for Abigail Beard, who at this point has scored the only points of the game for Berea. Had a jump shot in the lane. That's the only point scored by the Lady Pirates to this point. Beard last year averaging 5.2 points per game for Damian Stepp's unit.
Well, she said she's going to take it herself, and she's at least going to get 1 point out of this if she hits her second free throw. So maybe someone's going to take over like that for Berea.
Missed the first. Second free throw coming as we see some of the Berea Lady Pirates from last year's team come into the gym. See Maddie.
Oh, yeah.
Madison. And I think that's Reagan Step.
Some Lady Pirate celebrities.
Carter, tough shot off the glass, too hard, and Beard able to grab the rebound. Outlet to Newman. Newman will look up the floor, hand it off to Maddie King as she circles behind her with under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Madison Central, an 11-3 lead, and a foul on Campbell as she comes in from behind and bumps into Maddie King.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble trying to get the ball there. Ref will usually call that a foul, though.
Berea comes in the backcourt to King. She'll cross over and almost threw it away. Newman able to stay with it, and King's got
Someone's
it again.
open.
Beard, pump fake, driving, hanging, and drawing a foul on Hensley. And I believe that's the second on Bailey now.
She's not going to like that call, but aggressive drive like that, it's hard not to get a foul call on you when you're going up for the block and don't get it.
So Beard steps up to the free throw line. First one is good. 11-4 your score.
They may be able to free throw their way back into it right now. Central's not getting as many buckets as they probably would have liked so far.
Beard Splits a pair as she did the last time down the floor.
They sure do like to play fast, though.
Carter, open J in the corner, too hard. And Brewer, a nice rebound, boxing out Campbell. And again, it's Beard up the floor for Berea. Passed over to King in the left wing. I'll see if Maddie, again, will start to look for that shot more. I don't think she's even attempted a shot yet, maybe one. 11-4 your score. Beard's got it now as she circles behind. Abigail picks up her dribble, in trouble here. Comes back up top to King as she's picked up by Campbell. Maddie going to cross over, kick out Newman. Didn't take the shot. Instead, she'll drive in to Step, Brewer, King. There's a three-point attempt.
Yeah.
And it'll just rattle out. It's a good look from King, as you said, Dawson, but it did not go down. And here comes Madison Central on the attack. Carter all the way, the senior up and in.
That was a good take right there by Carter.
13-4. 4:35 to play in this first half. Madison Central trying to put some distance between them and the Lady Pirates of Berea.
Still only a 9-point game.
Brewer lost the handle. Sophie in trouble, and she double dribbled with it, turning it over once again.
I saw that out of the corner. I was like, I thought she picked up her dribble.
Scott True talks it over with his team. Madison Central on top. We'll come back in 1 minute here live on WBON TV. Support local and get your vehicle running at its peak performance with CT Diesel Performance South Exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff specialize in diesel performance and repair that will service any vehicle, big or small, with oil changes, brakes, tires, alignments, and more. Broke down and need a tow? Well, call CT Diesel at 859-699-8712. Like them on Facebook to enter a weekly drawing for a free oil change. CT Diesel Performance off Exit 97 in Richmond.
Being prepared for various types of disasters is one of the best ways to ensure the safety of your family, friends, and community. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program is here and ready to support community emergency response. For how to be prepared, make emergency kits, know your zone, and shelter-in-place information, contact EMA CSEP at 624-4787 or visit madisoncountyky.us/EMA. Madison County EMA CSEP, your partner in preparedness.
Welcome back to WBON TV. Berea Lady Pirates and Madison Central Lady Pirates enjoying some fun women's basketball action here on a Tuesday night. Obviously, they have a game at home Friday night before the men have a game at home on Friday night. And Madison Central winning by 9, 13-4 here, 4 minutes before halftime, Michael.
Campbell trying to get it inside to Emma Kate Lawson. She does. Now back to Campbell. Kicking it out to Freeman. Over to Carter on the left wing. Inside. Lawson's got it again. Lost the handle. Stolen away. And again, good defense by Berea. Turnovers from both sides have been an issue. Let's see if Lady Pirates can turn this one into points. They cannot. Campbell sneaks in for the steal. The drive. Layup no. Straighter there. Up. She's able to put it in.
When you're one-on-one, you always like having a teammate trailing behind.
15-4.
Gotta get it in. There you go.
Comes into Newman.
Take it all the way.
Lays it off for Steph. Lauren. Long feed over to Beard on the right wing. Abigail kicks it over to Brewer. Sophie dancing around with it. Picked up by Strader. Now back to Beard. Backing her way in. Abigail.
That's a good take, yeah.
They're going to say on the floor. They'll wave the basket off. Damian Stepp unhappy with that call. But still a foul, and it'll be free throws coming up for Abigail Beard, who tonight has already shot 4 of those. She's 2 of 4 at the line. And with 3:16 to play, Berea once again a chance to cut into that deficit as Bailey make that Metcalf checks back into the ball game for Scott True.
Like I said, Berea's guards are going to have to play well. And so far, Beard has played pretty well. King needs to get some more scoring going, but they're playing decent so far.
Got to take better care of the basketball. That's been the issue really for both teams thus far. It's what has been the issue for Berea, but it's also what's kept them in the game on the other side is forcing turnovers from Madison Central. Beard again splits a pair.
Good steal.
Brewer comes in to rip it away and then lay it in. Good
Wow.
job by Sophie Brewer staying with it. Ball's loose, and Beard had it again. Ball's loose. Thought there could have been a foul called there.
Yeah, I thought it looked like a foul. But, hey, refs will let some of those go sometimes. It's a 50-50 play.
Yep,
You
both
either call or
players
you don't.
hustling. Yeah, you're right. Metcalf for three.
Good look.
And it'll come off. Beard able to go up for the rebound, and Abigail Beard being the aggressive one in this first half.
Ooh.
King, open three. Again, in and out. That one was halfway down before finding a way to come out of there. And Madison Central back on the attack the other way.
Yeah, Berea's got a little momentum right here if they can stop Central from scoring.
Can't do it.
There you go. Not on that one.
Yeah, if that three drops in for King, you go from a 15-7 deficit to 15-10. Instead, the miss and a bucket on the other end makes it 17-7, a double-digit lead once again for the Lady Indians.
5-point swing. Those will get you in basketball.
There's Brewer with it, driving left. And a foul against Metcalf as she's staying right there with her, kind of riding her up the floor. And the whistle on a foul. It'll be free throws once again for Berea.
Yeah, the foul discrepancy is in this first half. Wow, 9-3.
Well,
That may be from their tough defense, though.
When you're aggressive on defense, you can get those calls. But, listen, I won't get into my, I guess, my issue with some officials. But sometimes it just seems like they'll call it this way in the first half. In the second half, they'll let more things go.
That could just be game flow, and if it's closer, they're like, okay, well, maybe we need to tighten up or loosen up a little bit, let the game flow, because these two good teams, we can't just foul the whole game. They're going to foul out half the team.
Brewer made the first, missed the second. Another offensive rebound as Brewer comes over to get it from Newman. Back to Beard. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Berea hanging around with all the issues here in the first half. Inside the step, really good help defense. Strader came in, Dawson, and knocked that one away. Step was wide open, a good feed by Brewer, but better defense by Madison Central.
Yeah, Strader, good way to get a hand in there and pretty much stop a layup.
Brewer to trigger it in. King was open for a moment. They couldn't get it to her. Now she's able to come back to it. Picked up by Campbell. Ball's loose. King keeps her dribble alive, and that will back it up near the timeline. Maddie backing up, finding Beard. Abigail with 1:38 to play. Driving out, Brewer, open three. This one's short. Good rebound by Newman, and she's fouled by Schrader. More free throws for the Lady Pirates.
Like I said, they may free throw their way in this game or back into it at least, and so far they've got a minute 32 to keep doing that. Miss on that one, but still a chance to get it within 8 on this second free throw.
Second free throw, good. Dawson Berea keeps splitting free throws. They go up there for two. They make one, miss one. That's been the theme tonight. End of the game is Caden Step, freshman.
I think Madison Central, they want to find someone who can not so much take over on offense, but, a consistent scorer so far. They just haven't really found that yet in this game.
The zone defense has been an issue for them tonight. And with no Bailey Hensley in there, with the foul trouble, that's been another issue for them with finding points. Carter able to get in for two as it goes back to a double-digit lead, 19-9. Newman's got it across the timeline, stripped away. Ball's loose. Freeman's got it over to Campbell. Campbell up the left sideline, double teamed, in trouble, bounce pass into Lawson, and Brewer called for a foul. It's only the fourth team foul against Berea as we near 1 minute to play here in the first half.
Good steal by Freeman right there, and Campbell running the point really good. She's been pretty fast up and down the court today. I kind of like that style of play. She's a pretty scrappy defender, too.
Remember seeing the Campbell twins and Schrader play in middle school. Man, they were so dominant, and they were so good defensively. Freeman's three comes off. Ball tipped out by Campbell right over to Long, and Freeman able to come over to it. Central controlling possession here. Under a minute to play in the first half. Campbell gets open, steps inside the arc, and knocks down the long two-pointer, 21-9, Madison Central. And Dawson, those missed free throws and those turnovers now starting to rear its ugly head as the Lady Indians push to the largest lead here of the first half. It's 12 as we've got half a minute to play in quarter number 2.
Yeah, good thing about high school, no shot clock. So hold for the last shot here if you're a Lady Pirate.
Beard trying to back her way in. Finds Step, now over to Newman. Newman calling for King to come get it. Maddie unable to do so. Over to Brewer now. Sophie dribbles over to King. Maddie's had a couple of good looks from 3. She's 0 for 2 from deep tonight. Will she have another attempt here?
Take a shot now.
Maddie has to get rid of it. Brewer will not, and the half comes to an end. Madison Central down by, or leading by 12 here at the half. Will go down to Samantha Burford.
All right, Coach. Your defense has been able to force some tough shots tonight. Tell us about how you feel like your defense is doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, we know that Madison Central is pretty athletic, and you know what we're kind of doing is, in particular, trying to keep down opportunities for Bailey Hensley and trying to kind of force a little more on the perimeter. And you know, we're just kind of going with the odds that maybe we can keep them from beating us, you know, outside the arc. But you know, the kids are battling hard. We had a hard time getting anything going on the other end. I mean, their defense is pretty stingy down there. So I don't know. We're just going to have to figure out a way to manufacture some quality shots, and you know, we'll see how it goes in the second half.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. All right. Thank you. All right, we're going to send it back to you for that 3-minute commercial break. When we come back, you're going to hear all these halftime statistics right after this quick message.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Road Tribe.
Want to make dinner a true winner? This is temptation times 12. Get the ultimate family meal at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken with our 12-piece family meal at a great price.
Try the new Cajun Combo for just $5.99, or feed a family with 3 new Inflation Busters meal deals.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
So if I buy this today, I get free service for life?
Something like that. Congratulations.
Thanks. What is this?
Oh, it's standard. It's in the contract.
So I get all this for free?
Yeah, something like that.
I trust you too.
You can keep the pen.
Is everything okay?
I'm just looking for the string.
The books are 100% free. No strings attached.
All the books an undergraduate will need, all free.
A good shot there from behind of the Madison Central dance team.
Oh, yeah.
On the wrong side, Dawson to kind of get a good shot on the front side, but these young ladies work really hard, and they've got some big competitions coming up. Did a really good job a couple of weeks ago in their regional competition. So Madison Southern, them, I think even Model or Berea, one of those two teams also going on to compete at the state competition. So appreciate all you folks joining us here on WBON TV. Dawson Roll, Michael Watkins, and Dawson, a kind of an ugly first half. We kind of expected this, though, with early on in the season, you kind of always see these teams kind of feel each other out and see how the offense works, figure out rotations. But still, some things to like from each team there in that first half.
Well, you have people stepping up, especially on Berea's side. You had Maddie King, excuse me, I'm looking on the roster. Abigail Beard stepping up and scoring. Maddie King got in there, involved a little bit. For Central, it was a little bit more spread out who was scoring. Carter played well, but like I said earlier, they still haven't found their scorer yet, but Hensley was out. Obviously, she's a scorer and gets where her buckets usually when she wants it. She just was out for a lot with foul trouble.
Here on the Fayette County Corrections halftime show, folks, if you're still searching for a job, you want some great pay, you want good benefits, everybody does these days. Well, the Fayette County Corrections is hiring starting out at $20 an hour with a long list of benefits and incentives. You can visit lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs to apply today. That is the Fayette County Corrections office there in Lexington. Here at the half, it is a 12-point lead, 21-9 for Madison Central. And Dawson, turnovers really the issue for both teams. It allowed Madison Central to build that big lead, but it also kept Berea hanging around. 10 turnovers there on the Berea side, 6 for Madison Central. But a lot of other mistakes as well. And again, what Madison Central was able to do was turn those turn those turnovers into fast break opportunities, get inside the paint and score, and points off turnovers. Those are all categories in which Madison Central leads here at the half, and they lead 21-9 in doing so.
I wonder in the second half will we see a little bit more slower pace, not only players getting tired, but just settling into the game. We'll see what happens on both ends. Maybe Berea will come out and play a little faster to catch Central off guard or something like that.
Well, about 4 minutes away from the start of the second half. Let's step aside for another commercial break, and we'll look at some of the individual stats and hear from Scott True when we come back on WBON TV.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Coconut, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking to fill several positions now. The pay is great along with a long list of benefits and incentives, but the relationships created on the job are one thing that can't be taken for granted.
It allowed me to kind of gather in that family feel, the feel of camaraderie along with my fellow officers, and to get to know people, as to see them flourish in their career, and to be an opportunity to try to help them along the way to share my experiences.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
This is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Back here at Madison Central High School, Lady Indians about to come back out of the locker room. Samantha looking for a quick word with Scott True. We'll send it down to her.
All right, Coach. Thanks for joining us on this, your very first WBON TV home opener.
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations. You guys have a big lead at half. You got Hensley in a little bit of foul trouble. Is that going to affect your offense at all going into this second half?
Yeah, it does, but she's not in there. We don't really have an inside presence. We got EK in there who's doing a good job for us, but we need her to score, and we got to get her not to get that second foul. So we got to make some shots. You know, we didn't take great shots. We're kind of standing against the zone, so we got to get a little more movement in the second half, but I thought our defense was really good.
You guys have been changing up the lineup, doing a little bit of turnovers. Tell us about your plans to keep changing it up this
Yeah, well, we're going to play 9 and 10 people, so we're going to do a lot of that, play a lot of people, and hopefully that'll pay dividends in the fourth quarter for us.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, good luck. All right, back to you, Michael and Dawson.
Thanks, Samantha. Appreciate it. And second half about to begin, 21-9. Dawson, turnovers an issue there. Really look at some of the stats here. Again, we wrap up the Fayette County Corrections halftime show. We got 4 points for Eden Carter, 5 points for Brittany Campbell, 3 points for Chloe Freeman, 4 points for Hensley, 5 points for Natalia Strader. Those kind of spread around for Madison Central. For Berea, you got 5 points for Beard. She was by far the most aggressive player. Brewer had some good looks, but just 1 of 5 shooting from the field. Again, Maddie King, we need her to step up if you're a Berea fan. 0 for 2. We said she probably needed to score 18 to 24 tonight for them to have a chance. She's going to need a lot of points here in the second half to get to that number. But we've seen Maddie has the ability to do that. Let's see if she can knock some of those shots down, maybe take some more shots here in half number 2.
I'm just interested to see, will both teams come out with the same fire and fast pace that they did in the first half? Will the defense for Central be as dominant as it was, or Berea will try and work it down low a little bit or drive to get some open looks?
If Kentucky loses tonight, will you be okay?
No.
Will that ruin your Christmas spirit?
If stinking Bellarmine comes into Rupp Arena and beats the Cats, you don't want to know what's going to happen. It's going to be bad.
Here we go. Second half about to start here on WBON TV. Thank you for joining us on the Fayette County Corrections halftime show. Madison Central, we talked about it, needing Bailey Hensley to get going offensively. Kind of hampered with those 2 fouls, and immediately they go right to her to start the third quarter. She gets a bucket inside, and it's a 14-point lead.
Bailey Hensley's one of those unleash the beast kind of players. You know, if she gets going, oh, man, she's tough to stop. She's so good. Good athletic family, I should say.
Freeman moving her feet and forcing a turnover, a 5-second violation by Newman. Turning it right back over to the Lady Indians to start here in the third quarter.
Quick start here for Central, and see if they keep attacking, maybe get Bailey the ball some more.
At 2-3 zone, Berea trying to keep the ball out of the paint. They can't do it here. Hensley driving.
Back to back.
2 more points for Bailey Hensley. She had 4 points there in the first half. A quick 4 here to start in the third quarter. And it's a 25-9 lead for Madison Central.
She didn't like the bench in the first half. So let me get my stats up.
Newman going to work on Freeman. Freeman again right there on her, trying to force a 5-second count. Over to Brewer. They find her on the left wing. 16-point lead. Brewer driving, trying to back down, double teamed, and threw it away. Berea just driving into trouble, and the turnover.
Pass by Campbell.
Carter blocked by Beard underneath. No foul. And here comes Berea the other way. As King wide open. Took too long to get it to her. Now Brewer's open. She'll take a 3, and it's too short. Good look for Brewer. King was open for about 5 seconds. Berea didn't see her. The other end, here's Campbell. Inside Hensley. Bailey double teamed, triple teamed, lost the handle. Campbell able to come back to it. I don't like that call. Beard, she may have gotten the hand there, and I could see why you called a foul, but I'd let that one go. Nothing really happened, and Campbell was able to get the basketball. I'd let that one go, but they whistled a foul on Beard. Central comes in to Eden Carter at the top of the key. Swung over to Freeman. Kicks back to Carter. Inside to Bailey. Little fadeaway, too hard.
3 for 3.
Brewer able to get the rebound, and Campbell coming in from behind will pick up the personal. That's one of those fouls, Dawson, and you can see Scott True very upset about it. You don't want to commit that foul. So far back behind the play, just not a foul you want to pick up if you're Brittany Campbell. You like the aggressiveness, but at that time, just get back on defense.
I was going to say, yeah, they're both really aggressive defenders, so it's a young mistake. Only a sophomore, but she'll learn that to get better at defense, but not foul or reach in so much.
Campbell on the other end able to force a turnover as Central will come up the floor with it now in a 16-point lead. Carter. Campbell wide open. That's Brooke underneath. Lets a defender go by off the glass and in. 27-9, 18-point lead for the Lady Indians. Beard going to attack to Brewer. Straight away, now out to King. Maddie not looking for her shot. She'll dribble it left side up top and reset the offense up for Berea. Left side over to Newman. Newman on the drive. Lost the handle. Turned right back over to Campbell. There's nothing worse as a basketball player when you're dribbling up the floor and you just lose it. That's what happened there to Newman. Not that that ever happened to me, Dawson.
Well, hey, you're Jackson City Tigers. What was it, senior year? Y'all made a good run. Junior year, my bad.
I was actually just playing ball the other day and did that exact same thing about 6 times. So.
Yeah, well, I played worse when we played pickup last time. I didn't hit a shot.
You were playing in cargo shorts, too, a little bit tougher. It would have been arm day, too, right?
Well, I did work out, but I don't ever wear cargos. It was khakis. You won't catch me wearing cargo pants. That's one of my style things. So I had to correct you on that one.
It's like me in open-toe sandals and puka shell necklaces. I'll never wear that.
What's a puka shoe necklace?
I don't know. 28-9, Hensley misses the second free throw after making the first. Looking inside, Bailey wide open, had it blocked but fouled, and she will step right back up to the free throw line.
She's been getting the ball, and they're feeding it to her now. It's working. I mean, that's an easy way to get buckets.
They're almost force-feeding Hensley right now, trying to get her going, and it's paid off here as they've built now a 28-9 lead. Missing another free throw, though. Bailey's got to correct that. She'll get there so many times, and Bailey, she is a good free throw shooter, but tonight has missed a couple. One more attempt.
Predictions, she'll hit this one. I'm not good at predictions, but we'll see. Boom, there we
the
go.
media jinx has been silenced.
Yeah, well, I used to be the Kentucky jinx with the recruiting and all that back in the day, but I think I broke that finally.
So here comes Beard up the floor. Berea's got to find some offense if they want to give themselves a chance to come back in this ball game. That won't help. Campbell sneaks in for the steal, and Schrader will bring it up the floor. Atea inside Hensley. Bailey, fade away. Missed it. She wanted a foul call, didn't get it, and here comes Berea back up the floor, down by 20. Kick out to Beard in the right corner. Abigail going to work on Strader. Four and a half to play.
Been stuck on 9 for a while.
Bouncing over to Brewer. Had step inside, instead spins away. Hensley able to sneak in there for the steal. It's Hensley going to work on King. Wow, Maddie backed away from her, did not want to attempt to block the shot, actually backed away from Hensley, not to foul her. And the referee still blows the whistle. Free throw coming up for Hensley, a chance to convert on the three-point play.
That would have been hard not to foul because it was 2-on-1. Hensley could pass it to Carter, but she took it all the way herself.
Free throw coming up for Bailey with a 31-9 lead. Free throw no good. Another missed free throw for Hensley, but the ball out of bounds. Looked like it went off Brewer. Campbell thought so as well. Now Hensley going to come out of the ball game. Emma Kate Lawson will sub in.
Entering for the Lady Pirates, number 55, Kaden Steph.
Brewer to trigger it in for Berea. Down 31-9, almost halfway through the third. Here at Allen Feldhouse Junior Court in Madison Central High School. Beard going to work on Strader. Up the floor she goes. Abby picked up by Strader. Good defense. Knocked it away.
Well, it was knocked out.
Newman on the drive. Nice move by Newman.
That'll get the Pirates fans up.
Aggressive drive and the finish. And the free throw to come for Newman as they try to cut into this deficit even more.
At the line, number 22, Mandy Newman.
Trying to get it back under 20 with the free throw, and she will.
One of the many juniors on this team, Newman.
Central, well, free throw line fast break.
That's quick.
Campbell threw it away.
Steal.
Maddie King going to work on Carter. King to Newman, lays it in. Heads up play there by King. Got the defense coming at her, let it off for a teammate, and the basket good as Berea turns defense into offense. 31-14. Lady Pirates not going down without a fight. 5 unanswered here. Carter driving. Tough shot won't go. Out of bounds off of Lawson. It'll go right back over to Berea.
Berea fighting, scrapping, staying in this game however they can. They got a little run now going. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Here comes King. Working on Strader. Lays it off to Beard. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Beard, a nice feed. It goes off of Madison Central. Abigail tried to force it in to number 55. It's Caden's step. Brewer will throw it in under her own basket. Sophie looking for someone to get it to. Comes into Newman. Newman going to work on Schrader. Ball tipped away. Central on the attack. Lefty layup is good.
Nice touch to get it to hang on the rim and get in.
See Tanya Denny over there. That's Kenyatta Harge's mom. She was one of the best to ever wear a Lady Pirates uniform back in her day. I think many folks are going to be excited to see Kenyatta get back out there on the basketball court.
Oh, yeah.
Missed last season with that torn ACL. Injured himself during football season again, but is expected to be back in January.
He'll be a nice a piece either to come off the bench or provide a spark. Just tough, add toughness to the team.
Beard takes the three, no good. Step had the rebound, but had it knocked away. Good job by Step in there battling with Lawson and Schrader. Went up high, hauled it in, and the foul.
Comes 42, Hensley, not Brady, Bailey. She's probably one of the best for Madison Central Lady Indians.
How about Brady, man? Gosh.
Record breaker, and he did it only in sophomore, junior year. I cannot believe that. Got to crown him the best running back in school history. He's not even a senior yet.
Long feed over to King. Got one more year left, don't we?
He might shatter those records next year. My goodness.
Here's Beard with it for Berea. Over to Step. Beard looking inside and finds Brewer with it, and a reach-in foul called against Metcalf.
Foul on the Lady Indians, number 22, Metcalf. Entering the game for the Lady Indians, number 1, Tiana Long.
33-14. Berea comes into King. 2 minutes to play. Working on Campbell.
Get in there. Oh.
Shot comes off, and here comes Madison Central with it. Carter over to Campbell. Minute 37 to play. Campbell for three. Short. Brewer the rebound. Sophie had it ripped away. Ball's loose. Beard's got it. Abigail guarded by or fouled by Campbell.
She didn't like that foul on her.
1 minute and 30 seconds remaining.
Entering the game for the Lady Indians, number 21, Strader.
(33-14) as Berea inbounds the basketball right in front of Madison Central's bench. It's over to King. Got Step, Beard, Brewer, Newman, and King in there for Berea. Brewer's got it. They work it over to Beard. Open for three. Short.
Left a little short, yeah.
That's a good play ran, too. It took a while to develop, but eventually got Beard a wide open shot. He just couldn't knock it down. Nice play drawn up there by Damian Step, but Central will get the basketball. They 19-point lead, 33-14, 1:13 to play in this third quarter. Bounce pass, it's Freeman.
Yeah, open, yeah.
Strader steps in, finds Hensley. Bailey pump fakes out to Carter. She'll try an open two-pointer, long two, comes off, but Brewer stepped out of bounds when touching it, and it will remain with Madison Central.
Foot was on the line. It would have been a 2 even if it went in. Good look. Yeah.
Nice feed, and basket is good, 35-14.
Just such a force in the paint.
King looking around, trying to find Brewer, who was open for a minute. They couldn't get it to her. Good defense by Long. Now they force it inside, and she overthrew her. Brewer was open for a minute, got behind the defense, and King tried to put a touch on it and kind of locked it over that defender. Instead, it's out of bounds, and here comes Madison Central down by, or leading, by 21 points. Strader to Hensley.
They aren't holding it for the last shot. They'll take it here.
Bailey missed, and 15 seconds to play. Berea once again. Beard trying to work on Strader. 5 seconds and a whistle. Another foul called against Madison Central, and Strader can't believe the call, showing some of her frustration. Five seconds to play. Berea got to quickly get it in and get a shot off here. Come into Beard. 3 seconds. 2. Beard to Brewer. Not going to get it off again as the third quarter comes to an end. Madison Central 35-14, lead after 3 here on WBON TV.
Whether you're in the market for a brand new Chevrolet, you're looking for a pre-owned quality vehicle, or your family car is in need of service by our GM certified technician, Jack Burford has what you need. Come to Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond for all of your automotive needs. Family owned and operated since 1964, Jack Burford Chevrolet is your hometown Chevrolet dealership. Check us out at jackburford.com or come in and see us today. We are located on the EKU bypass across the street from Walmart.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
35-14. We're getting ready to begin the fourth quarter here at Madison Central High School. Dawson Rule, Michael Watkins here with you on a Tuesday night in Richmond.
Good old Richmond, Kentucky.
Dawson, last night we had 3 of our teams in action. Trying to get some updates from some other scores here in the area.
Seems like there's a delay. I don't know what the delay is. It could have been a timeout or something, but Berea, now they're getting out on the floor.
Brewer, King, Stepp, Beard, and Newman in the game. It's been the same 5 pretty much the entire game for the Lady Pirates. And another foul called against Long. King just kind of lowering her shoulder, driving into the defense, and it'll be free throws coming up for Berea once again. Already in the bonus, Dawson, to begin the fourth quarter.
And I predict a couple more fouls, so double bonus here very soon. It didn't take a good roll for him.
35-14. Here's King over to Beard in the right corner. Abigail looking around, gets a screen. Good screen by Brewer, and the layup is good. That is a chilling screen by Brewer. She lowered the boom on that defender who ran into her.
Yeah, draw a couple more plays up like that. It gets you some more points on the board.
Here's Freeman.
Good
Kick
pass.
in the corner. Campbell open for three. Brooke.
Oh, it went in.
No good, they
won't
say.
count,
It hit the top of the arc there, and it'll be out of bounds. Three-pointer will not count.
Man, that shot is sky high. That arc that she shoots with, that thing went to another dimension and back. But it went in, so it don't matter.
35-16, 7:15 to play here in quarter number 4. Can Berea mount a comeback? Another hard screen by Brewer. Now Steps hitting a good screen. Brewer got open inside. Count the basket and a foul. Tell you what, where's this offense been? Brewer coming in there with a nice screen on a couple of back-to-back plays. Set up Beard for an easy layup the last time down, and this time down, she gets herself open for the basket and a free throw to come.
We're just hanging in there.
Free throw comes off. Hensley another rebound. Bailey will attack. Kicks it out to Campbell. Now Brittany Campbell comes over to it. Baseline drive. Freeman blocked and a foul on Step. Now here's what I don't like about that call, Dawson. The official furthest away from the play
made it.
With the worst angle on that call was the one that made the call when you had two officials with better views of it that didn't blow the whistle. It will send Freeman to the line, however, as it's 35-18 your score.
That's the human error part of the game. Not saying that an error was made, but sometimes you just see something at an angle that looks one way or the other, and that's how it goes.
There you go. Look at your score now.
Okay, well, it's still Bellarmine, so the Cats should be winning by, you know, the old Kentucky Cats, when I was like 12, 13, would have beat that team by 40, and we would just had a good old grand time. But I don't know, something's different nowadays.
Free throw is good. I just think parity is much more balanced now. Here's a timeout by Madison Central. We will take it with them and come back here on WBON TV.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Do you have dripping registers like this? Drywall issues like this? High humidity can cause a very uncomfortable and sometimes damaging environment. It doesn't matter the age of your system. Improper installation and sizing are the failure. Here at Madison HVAC, we look at your home as a complete system, not just the pieces of equipment attached to your house. Give us a call today at 859-625-1471 so we can provide your solution. And remember, we fix that too.
36-18 as we've got 6:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. Michael Watkins, Dawson Roll here with you. And Dawson at the half, Madison Central had a 12-point lead. They built on it there going into the fourth quarter, and now it's 18-point lead here early on in the fourth.
18-point lead and only 18 points scored for Berea. So
again, Berea taking their time, coming out of the timeout here.
Hey, maybe that's those last second plays they're getting in that they're scoring with, you know? Maybe they need the extra couple seconds.
It worked a minute ago. See if they can get one going here. 36-18, 6:53 to play. Beard will bring it up the floor. So we'll get a screen top of the key. Abigail will drive, hang, and finish. That's a tough shot. With some of the fouls we've seen, that one could have been called, but it was not, as the layup drops in for Abigail Beard. She's having a really good game tonight for the Lady Pirates. Here's Carter. Eden going to kick it back out to Campbell, over to Strader. Open left corner three. Too hard, right into the hands of Sophie Brewer, who's had a good second half. And Maddie King up the floor. Long outlet to Newman. Newman cut off by Hensley. Spun around and gets it back over to King. Berea's got to get going. You want to get this deficit below 10 before the 4-minute mark if you can to really give yourself a chance. A 3 would help. Newman instead doesn't take it, goes inside the step. And that's been the issue, Dawson. There's a couple of Berea players kind of not afraid to shoot, but they've had a couple of looks they have not taken. King says, I'll take it, but can't knock it down, and Strader grabs the rebound. Stepp and Newman have both had some good looks on the perimeter tonight, but more often than not, they have not taken those shots and tried to find teammates. Central with the basketball in the lead. Campbell to Campbell. That's Brooke with it now over to Strader. Matea going to work on the defense of Newman. Now Campbell comes to her. Brittany to Brooke. Back to Brittany. One dribble, but now over to Strader on the right wing. She'll get a screen from Hensley. Feed it inside to Bailey.
She's taking it. Oh.
Campbell open. 3 on the way. In and out. And the rebound to Maddie King for Berea. Again, got to get some offense going. Long feed up to Beard. Abigail driving baseline, spinning away out to King. Another 3, another good look. And again, it will not fall. Man, the lid on the rim tonight for King. Hensley all the way, the coast-to-coast layup, no good, and a foul.
Ooh, almost coast-to-coast, finishing in 2. Tough fall, and she gets right back up.
Been very, very impressed with the play of Hensley here in this second half. Dawson trying to boost those numbers up after a first half played with foul trouble. How about Maddie King, though? I like the aggressiveness, being more aggressive here in the second half. The shots just not falling, but eventually those will be shots that will go down for the junior guard.
And it's only the first game. Maybe she's a little rusty. I'm not saying she hasn't practiced well, but, first game jitters even for a junior. So give her a couple games. She'll settle in and be a leader.
It could be a case, too, for King. She's never been in this role before. Maybe some added pressure on herself. Like, I know I've got to knock this shot down. And sometimes that can weigh on you and be more of a mental thing than it is a talent thing, because we know she can shoot the ball so well. Tonight, just 0 for 4 from deep, and all 4 have been wide open looks. Shots that I would be glad with her taking if I'm Damian Stepp and any kind of Berea sports fan.
Well, basketball players' mental is the worst thing that can happen to your shot. If you're thinking about it, you're probably going to miss it.
As was in my case in high school. It didn't matter if I thought about it or not. It wasn't going in.
Oh, I don't know about that. You had your good games, Well, I'll go on KHSA right now, and we'll see what the stats are.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, I can't expose you.
Okay. I don't know if they even go back that far. Here's a pass out to Newman. Open 3. Got a good look, but it wouldn't go down, and Carter the rebound. Eden will attack. Hanging out. Now passing it to Strader. Central kind of slow things down now with Strader with it. Under 4 minutes to play. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Feed inside, stolen away by Beard. Abigail will attack. Kicking it out. Over. Now it's Brewer. Straight away. 3 again. Coming off. Long rebound. King was in the right place for it, but she took off going back the other way for defense. And here comes Madison Central with the lead in the basketball. 38-20. We near 3 minutes to play in the fourth, and this game might be out of reach now for the Lady Pirates, Dawson.
Yeah, 3:17 to go. 18 points probably won't happen, but we saw a lot from both teams tonight. We saw lots of talent on display, lots of players that will be better as the season goes on, and a look at both of these teams and how they'll play.
End of the game for Madison Central. Number 23, that's Eve Carter. One of the 2 seniors on this team, Eve and Chloe Freeman, the 2 seniors.
Campbell will be shooting 1.
Shot comes off. Ball tipped around, and we got a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it on this end. Campbell comes in the left corner to Strader. Natea bouncing it back around now. Recircles to reset the offense with Carter in there along with Lawson, Hensley, and Campbell. Feed over to Lawson. Looking inside, Hensley, nope, knocked away, ball's loose. Carter comes to it, and Eve will get it back over to Lawson. Open, Campbell, 3 on the right wing. It's good. 3 is good for Campbell, her second of the night. It's 41-20 in favor of the Lady Indians. King. It's a screen from Brewer. Maddie kicks it out. Corner 3.
Got it back.
Pretty shot. Nice three-pointer right there, up and in by Miranda Thacker.
Getting in the game, making an instant impact.
41-23. Lawson. Carter. Now swung over to Campbell. Central taking their time here as we dip under 2 minutes to play. Lawson's got it. Knocked away over to Strader. Central just being patient here, letting this clock wind down. Under 1:45 now to play. Much better second half for Berea Dawson, but just fell behind by so much in that early first half. Never really could cut into it. And they'll drop game 1 here of the early part of the season as Hensley gets wide open on a nice feed from Schrader. The defense fell asleep. And the basket good. 20-point lead for the Lady Indians.
More of what we've seen the whole second half pretty much from Hensley.
Foul on the Lady Indians, number 11, Brittany Campbell.
Will be free throws for Berea, as Maddie King will step up to the line. Not the game I think King would want to have in her first game as a junior here, stepping into that starting point guard role, but we know she will figure things out as she goes throughout the season. Free throw is good, and Maddie will have another.
And Berea, you know, they put up a good fight tonight. You know, they didn't hit some of the shots they wanted, obviously. You just said players didn't play the way they wanted to play, but, you know, they kept it respectable.
Yeah. Well, this game kind of reminded me of that game last year in the district championship game versus Madison Southern, where they started off so slow they never really could regroup and get back into it. That was kind of the case tonight. I think it was 11-2 at one point early on, and at the end of the first quarter they trailed up with 9-2 at the end of one, and just never really could get it going offensively. And they'll fall here to Madison Central. Lawson gets open for a jumper that comes off, step the rebound, and we'll go under 1 minute remaining. Look inside to Step, to Brewer. 3, short. Strader grabs the board. Natea.
Coast to coast.
On the attack, and she's fouled. 43-25, Lady Indians looking to add to that total.
Foul on the Lady Pirates, number 10, Abigail Beard. At the line, number 21, Nene Strader, is shooting 2.
Strader will shoot the free throws. First one is up, and it rattles out. One more free throw coming up for Natea. Misses that one as well. Ball tipped out by Lawson, and Berea will control, down by 18. 41 seconds remaining. End of the game, I think that's Thacker once again. Step will come out. And Tiana Long back in. KJ, who wins the one-on-one game between you and her? Oh, KJ says her for sure.
Yeah, we got to see that. Former Madison Central athlete, KJ. He's good on the football field.
King lost the handle. There's Long with the steal. KJ could never do that. Tiana had it kicked from behind. It'll stay with Madison Central.
I don't know. KJ would have Euro stepped it right there and finished for 2, I think. So that's the trade-off.
Strader in there with Metcalf, Lawson, Eve Carter, and long as Step will check back into the game. Turner will make that Thacker back out. Strader will inbound. Coming in back deep to Carter. And Eve will let this clock run down. Over to Strader. Madison Central will go to 1-0 on the season. Berea will fall to 0-1 here in the early part of the 2022-23 season. Abigail Beard trying to speak with the official about something she didn't like as she fouls out of the game, and free throws coming up for Strader.
I think that was an accurate call. She definitely had her hands in some hip action on that one. What a good game for her overall.
Yeah, Beard's played well. Top scorer in the game for Berea and played some good defense. I tell you, missed 2 attempts her last time up at the line. 2 more shots coming here. First one up, and good. One more free throw.
Nice.
Coming in good again. It's 45-25, 21 seconds remaining. Here comes King up the floor. Maddie gets a screen, kicks it out. Thacker on the way up. Hit a 3 a moment ago, misses that one. 10 seconds to play.
Should do it.
Working around the defense, and that will do it. Final score, 45-25. Berea will fall here on the road at Madison Central. We will step aside, come back, and close things out. We'll crown our CT Diesel performance of the game and more when we come back on WBON TV.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Chenault Vineyards has become a premier destination in Richmond for family and friends looking for fun and entertainment. The vineyard sits on 500 acres with breathtaking views and several different things for you to enjoy while you're there. Live music, tastings, tours, a walking trail, or maybe you'd like to host your own event at the vineyard. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to check out the complete list of upcoming events. Like them on Facebook to stay informed, or like Chenault Vineyards on Instagram.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Madison Central defeats Berea by the final score 45-25 here on WBON TV. And Dawson Roy and I welcoming you in to the Chenault Vineyards post-game show. Chenault Vineyards has become the go-to destination for families and friends to enjoy fun and entertainment in a relaxing atmosphere. See why so many people choose to spend their weekends at Chenault Vineyards by visiting ChenaultVineyards.com or liking them on Facebook. Just saw today they've got some new holiday hours now out at Chenault Vineyards, some new winter hours, so go be sure to check those out. And also They have a big event coming up. I think it's the it's a murder mystery type event for the holiday season. So kind of a little cool thing there going on at Chenault Vineyards. Be sure to like their Facebook page and get more details on that. Dawson, it's 45-25, a 20-point win for Madison Central. A good game all around, and Lady Indians doing a good job. There will be some things that Scott True will want to clean up, but for the most part, his team played well tonight, and Bailey Hensley coming in with a big second half. 18 points, 7 rebounds in the game for Bailey. She had 4 points and 3 rebounds at the half, so 14 points, 3 boards in half number 2, and she really helped her team pull away there in half number 2.
Well, getting off the bench in the first half from the foul trouble, that was important. And then maybe the team had a little bit more emphasis. All right, we're going to bring her back in the second half. Let's feed the ball to Bailey, see what she can do. I think that was a little bit of it, too. But she also kind of got her own on some of these plays.
Yeah, she did, and they were going into her. She was being very aggressive offensively, and I think that's the kind of Bailey Hensley Madison Central is going to need if they want to be a good team this year. On the other side for Berea, 9.7 rebounds for Abigail Beard. She played very well tonight as well.
Very good, yeah. She was impressive. I didn't expect her to be the MVP of the game. I thought she would be one of them, but she stood out alone as the MVP for Berea Lady Pirates tonight.
Final score 45-25. Now time to crown our CT Diesel performance of the game. Let's give it to Scott True. His first win as a head coach, as a Madison Central head coach, and his team played well. He made some good adjustments. We talked about at halftime with Samantha about getting Bailey going in the second half. You could tell that was their game plan early on in the second half. They force-fed her, and we're going to crown Scott True, the head coach of Madison Central, as our CT Diesel performance of the game. Lady Indians go to 1-0 on the season. They'll be back at home on Friday night in action, and the boys will follow against Lafayette. So the girls play first. The boys will play second that night as Madison Central fans can come out and have a fun night Friday night. We'll be down at the Christmas parade, but we'll have updates throughout that with Kelly and Samantha later on that evening. But a fun night all around, and a good game for Lady Indians as they go to 1-0 on the season. Folks, our CT Diesel performance is Scott True, the head coach at Madison Central.
Got to get him a T-shirt.
Hey, Chris Thorne and his staff over at CT Diesel Performance do a great job of taking care of your vehicle. They're located off exit 97 in Richmond, and they will service all vehicles, big or small. Like them on Facebook and take part in their monthly giveaways at CT Diesel Performance in Richmond. Great job for our crew as well. Kind of takes us a week or two, just like the football guys coming in and playing basketball to kind of get into our groove. KJ Long, our producer, Jacob Beck, our cameraman, Samantha Burford, our halftime reporter, and a great job. Appreciate Ron Harrison and Hugh Davis for providing the stats for us tonight. For Dawson Rule, I'm Michael Watkins, folks. Don't forget tomorrow night at 5 o'clock, we'll have the Live at 5 newscast. We'll have a recap of this game and more from around the sports landscape in Madison County today on the newscast tomorrow. For WBON TV, I'm Michael Watkins. We'll see you next time. From all of us, have a good Tuesday night.